and welcome here to more Talk FCB. Welcome back here to the channel, guys. And on the channel today, we do have coming up a Barcelona news roundup coming up right here. And the reason it's on this channel is because right now, over on the main channel, it's all Barça Napoli. All of that build-up is going to be coming up for you. There's going to be non-stop uploads right up until kickoff. So make sure you're there and up to date with all of that stuff. But in today's video, I had to do this because there's plenty of topics here that we do need to discuss, that I do need to address, and that's why in today's video we're going to have another update on Ousmane Dembele. Very, very positive stuff there. We're also going to be talking about our youngsters, Fransisco Trincão. We're also going to be talking about Pedri and the exit rumours that surround them right now, along there with the words recently of Mauricio Pochettino, which we have to discuss. And that is a topic there that I really want your thoughts on. It's all coming up. Let's do it. But I do want to start today's video here with a quick update on that Barça-Napoli game, because we do have some news here on Lorenzo Insigne, who was subbed off in Napoli's final game of the season against Lazio with just 6 minutes to play there. He actually left the field with an injury, he left the field in tears, and it seemed in that moment that he was going to miss Saturday's crucial game in the Champions League. But we had to wait there until further tests and official confirmation until we could really gauge how serious that problem was to Insigne. Now, yesterday, Napoli officially confirmed that Insigne had suffered tendon damage in his left thigh, in addition to bone bruising, which doesn't sound great. That does not sound there like an injury that you can just overcome and quickly come back from, which appeared there to all but rule out Insigne, who, remember, Napoli captain, very much so a key player for their team. He may not be available come Saturday's game. But I just want to stress here, that is not confirmed. It is not guaranteed right now that Insigne is going to miss the game. Of course, right now, it's looking tough, it's looking difficult, but Sky Sports in Italy have actually come out and said, even despite those tests, even despite the news of that problem to Insigne, he's still working hard. He's still doing everything in his power to be available for Saturday's game. We're going to have to wait and see, but of course, the signs for Lorenzo, they don't look good. On the other hand, though, when you are talking about Barcelona, the signs when it comes to Ousmane Dembele are looking more and more positive with every passing day. And that, for me, it's great news. It is great to see him there, back with the team again, training with the group, involved there in a mini-game between two teams in training, and that is absolutely fantastic to see. That's where Dembele should be. He should be with the group. He should be getting involved in these things. That is where he belongs, and it's so good to see him back. And I just want to bring you here a report from AS, who of course they're a part of the Madrid media, and just a week ago they were saying Dembele, he's relapsed, he's not going to be available for Napoli, he's not going to be available for any of the remainder of this season, he's out, he's not going to come back soon. But how about this? They've completely changed their mind. They've completely U-turned on that earlier report, because now they've said today Dembele felt great. They have come out and said Dembele, in today's training session, he had brilliant feelings, he looked good in the mini-game, and everybody is really optimistic right now. And it just goes to show, guys, some of these reports, absolute nonsense. Dembele right now is feeling good, he's looking well, and I cannot wait to see him back in the team soon. It probably won't happen against Napoli, we are already aware of that. But in the next round, providing we get there, I'm absolutely sure he can be involved. But if we do indeed move on now to the pressing topic of Fransisco Trincão and the rumours that no doubt you have been hearing right throughout the day so far with regard to his future. Because over the weekend, we heard a few reports coming out from the Spanish media, in particular their Sport, who basically said an unnamed Premier League club had made a €60 million bid for Trincão, but it had been rejected by Barcelona. And when that report came out, I was kind of like, that's dubious. Because honestly, we've heard a lot of these over the past few weeks. We heard about Ansu Fati and this unnamed Premier League club coming in and bidding over 100 million, and that seemed to me very suspicious, because I think here all of the time these kind of reports come out right now to ultimately make the board look good, make Bartomeu look like he cares about these young players, and he's rejecting offers left, right and centre. Look at me, I'm rejecting this money because I care about the club, which we know is absolute nonsense. But it's interesting here that this report actually does take quite a reliable turn, because this morning Fabrizio Romano, who does happen to be a very reliable journalist, he came out and said Leicester are that club from the Premier League, and they have made an offer for €50 million to actually sign Trincão this coming summer. Now, before we even go into this offer, I've got to make it absolutely clear that 50 million euros that you're reading there, we wouldn't get that this summer. That is so important here to understand this bid. Leicester's offer was a 2-year loan deal with an obligation to buy at the end of it. So we'd only get that transfer fee at the end of that 2-year loan deal, which for me wouldn't make any sense anyway. Even if the board were looking at this thinking, oh, we'd like some money, even this deal, it doesn't make sense. But for me, why are we even thinking about it? We may not be. This, again, might be a report that comes in to make Bartomeu, to make Barcelona look a bit better, to restore some of the reputation. I don't know what they take us for, but that's the way they may think. And I just think here, Trincao, he's a part of our team. He's a part of our future. He's not even played a game yet. We signed him for 31 million back in January. He's been really impressive at Braga. I've spoken about him on several occasions, and we're all very excited to see what he can bring to this Barca team. We need wingers. We need exciting wide players, and he fits the bill. And that's why we shouldn't be considering any offer for him. Because take a deal like that. You accept there that 2-year loan deal with an obligation to buy, with a decent fee, you may say. But in 2 years, he could be worth double that. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you could do then but to sell him for that kind of price. Don't go down that road. Keep hold of a very exciting, very talented young man, and let's see what he can do in this Barca team where we need him. It's as simple as that. And this is the thing, guys, as we move on now to Pedri, because it's come out from MD that apparently Bayern contacted Bartomeu and said, look, we'd like to sign Pedri. We'd like to bring him to Bayern Munich. And apparently Bartomeu refused. He said, no, Pedri's not for sale. We're not going to loan him out either. You can't have him. And I just think all of these reports right now coming out at the same time, for me, that looks suspicious again. I think these reports with Ansu, with Trincao, with Pedri, they're all sort of spun here from the same direction. I'm not sure I actually believe any of this. I think Trincao, I think Pedri, they're going to have places in the first team next season. They're going to have every opportunity to impress at Barcelona, and that's the way that it should be. I don't want either of them to leave. We shouldn't be considering offers, and whether these offers even exist, again, I'm not so sure. But finally, guys, we do have to talk now about the words of Mauricio Pochettino. And this has been a topic that has certainly divided many Barcelona fans over the past few days. And I want to talk about it here on the channel. And I want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Because back in January of 2018, you may remember here, Pochettino, then coach of Spurs, sitting down and talking in an interview about coaching Barcelona. And these were his exact words. He said, I would never train Barcelona because I'm tied to Espanyol. This is my decision because I would prefer to work on my farm in Argentina than go and work in these certain places. And those there are the genuine words of Pochettino back in 2018. And it was actually pretty funny because if you look there further into that interview, later on he actually says, tomorrow, Daniel Levy, who's the Tottenham boss, he said he could have a bad night and decide, I'm going to fire Mauricio. And then I would look stupid saying that I would not work in one place or another. And lo and behold, here we are, Mauricio. You look stupid. Because now he's out of a job. He has been sacked at Tottenham. He's now been sitting at home with no club to go to. And he's now come out and said the following. I once said that I'd rather go back to my farm than to coach Barca. But I didn't mean to disrespect Barcelona. Maybe now I wouldn't say it. Because you never know what could happen in life. Well, how about that, Mauricio? You have come full circle. Now you're out of a job. It's quite easy to say, oh, I'd love to coach Barca. I'm sorry, guys, didn't mean any disrespect. But at Tottenham, you were quite happy there to bash us as the ex-Espanyol player, as the ex-Espanyol coach that you are. And that's why, even though I can admit Pochettino is a great coach, he's a very good coach. And I wouldn't be against him coaching Argentina. But for Barcelona, for me, it's a no. I think we can look in other directions. I think the future holds different people, but I don't think it would be the right move to bring in somebody who's openly spoken out about the club, who's clearly very much tied to Espanyol. It's not right, but I do want to know what you guys think. So that there, guys, is the news that, like I say, I really did want to bring you in today's video. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. There is plenty more coming up on both channels. Make sure here that you stay up to date on both of them. Thanks to your support. You're absolutely incredible. And I will see you soon with plenty more to come. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.